And that is that United States Attorney General with the Department of Justice, standing next to Kash Patel, our FBI director, announced that it was indicting on criminal charges the Southern Poverty Law Center for federal fraud charges alleging it improperly raised millions of dollars to secretly pay leaders of the KKK and other hate groups for inside information. That's according to Attorney General Todd Blanche. George, what happened? The SPLC has been around since the 70s, basically, the Southern Poverty Law Center, and it's been a watchdog group of violent extremism in the United States, particularly right-wing extremism from groups like the KKK, neo-Nazi groups, etc. They ran a secret informant program. According to the Southern Poverty Law Center, based on this informant program, they were able to provide potentially life-saving information to local law enforcement and track these hate groups throughout the country. George, the indictment, however, alleges that over the course of this program, something around $3 million was given to informants for information. And the indictment says that that was potentially misleading donors or the public as to the intention of the group. Again, these were informants, though, purportedly trying to bring down or otherwise report on the secret workings of extremist groups. So, George, it goes without saying that Republicans and conservatives do not like the Southern Poverty Law Group. The group has come under attack consistently, but levying criminal charges against a prominent civil rights organization is kind of, we're entering into a new era here. There's a lot of particulars that we don't really know. I have not yet read the indictment. I don't even know if it's available. More will come out. But George, this is kind of breaking news, and this is, moved beyond just the nonprofit sector, right? This is part of potentially some of that all-out attack on left-leaning progressive nonprofits or perceived left-leaning nonprofits that we were discussing as a potential risk last year. It seems that this may be, in some ways, the fruition of that fear.
Yeah, I mean, they've been doing this since the 80s. It's a tactic that is technically illegal, and the Southern Poverty Law Center has an incredible track record of calling out groups like the KKK, documenting what's going on, and then prosecuting. It's phenomenal at what it does. Also, this angle feels pretty thin, ultimately, for like misleading donors. Money is fungible. This is an organization with $731 million as an endowment. So did my donation technically directly go there, or did it go to support something else? Like, it's just, it's shockingly flimsy. It also comes on the heels of another lawsuit against The Atlantic for $250 million from Kash Patel. So I think it's just, spring is in the air and lawsuits are just blooming in the department.
Yeah, George, I have to agree with that. What is, however, the ramifications if you're an organization being indicted on criminal charges announced by the United States Attorney General himself?
This is an attack on a 501c3 status, right? It is this playbook. Remember what they tried to pass last year, trying to slip into the IRS that they could designate extremism. Remember those words, designate extremism by their definitions, and with no due process whatsoever, have the IRS quickly write one line and delete your 501c3, which does cause chaos. So that level of defense, like, this is so like copy paste. It's like, it is plagiarism. This gets you an F in high school. Plagiarism.
Yeah. I really have no more to say about this. We're going to be hearing a lot about
this.
That's
all I have to say about that.
This is again,
Fortunately,
I will say,
they are some of the most talented lawyers and strategists in the sector. So good luck.
Yeah. And I'm sure that, they are at the center.
I'm going to go make a donation right now, actually, to them. I got to go make a donation.
And, George, all these organizations are so well networked with the ACLU. They are not standing alone in this. And this is going,
it
this
means
is
you're,
broken
you know what,
into
honestly, it means you're doing your job. it means you're doing your job well.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think that's true.